Hello everyone, you are welcome back to another interesting tutorial. Hope you are all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this simple skirt. So let's get started. The tools I'm going to need are these French curve, straight rulers, and marker, and fabric scissors, paper scissors. Make sure that you don't use the scissors that you are using for the paper for the fabric. Pattern paper to drag the skirt. This ruler. So guys, I'm going to use this fabric, this African print, for the down parts, and I'm going to use this cotton lining for the skirt. Let's now get on and cut the pattern for the skirt. So you can see I have a pattern in front of me, folded into two. And this skirt is not going to have zip, it's not going to have band, it's going to have rope in front. And then it's going to have side slits. As you see, I fold the paper on the table. I'm going to, from the waist to the hip is 8 inches. From the waist to the knee is 20 inches. And from the waist to the length of the skirt is 40 inches. So I mark vertical line, and I have 3 inches allowance to fold for the seam. And then from the top of the waistline, I have 2 inches. That will serve as the rope line. Now we are going to draft the skirt pattern. This pattern serves as the front and the back for the skirt. In front of me, I have some horizontal lines marked. This line serves as the waistline. This is the hip line, and this is the knee line, and this is the hem line. So now we come to the hip line. The hip circumference is 39 inches. You divide the 39 by 4, you'll get 9.7 inches. 9.7 inches I mark here. And then the same 9.7 inch you mark on the waistline. Why? Because the waist is not going to have that, and it's not going to have zip, it's going to have rope. Now we come to the knee line. The knee line, you can choose to go in 1.5 from the hip line or 1.25 from the hip line, depend on the shape of the person. So in this case, I'm going to go in by 1.25 inch. So I minus the 1.25 from the hip line, and what I got was 8.45. So to get the hem line, you are going to measure what you have here, 8.45. You are going to mark it down the hem line. So now you are going to connect the lines with your ruler. You are going to connect the waist to the hip, and from the hip you are going to go down by 2 inches or 2.5, depend on your preference. Then you connect to the knee line. Connect to the knee line. And you connect like this. Then you are going to use your long ruler to connect from the knee point to the hem line. Let me go over it one more time. From the waist to the hip is 8 inches. From the hip to the knee line is 20 inches. And to the hem line is 40 inches. And 3 inches for the hemming allowance. And the hip, we divide the hip by 4, and we got 9.7 inches. This is the hip, 9.7 inches, and then you mark 9.7 on the waistline too, because the waist is not going to have that, it's not going to have zip, it's going to have rope. So when you come to the knee line, you minus 1.25 from the 9.7, so you get 8.45. I mark it here. So the same 8.45 that you got here, you mark it down the hemline and then you connect. So now we come to the line here. From the waistline, you go up by 2 inches. And then you mark the line. This is the 2 inches, the line I mark here, yes. These 2 inches serve as the rope line. This is for the rope. So this is just a simple skirt with no darts, with no zip. Only side slits. You are going to slit it at the side. And then to the hemline, you are going to slant it a little bit, because it's not, if you mark it straight down, if you are hemming it, you see that you'll be short of fabric. So you bend it a little bit like this, you slant it like this, you slant it a bit like this. Slant it like this. So guys, we have come to the end of our front and back pattern of this skirt. Then you cut. So guys, this is the pattern. Note that you cut it on fold. And also, I did not add any seam allowance here. I did not add any seam allowance here. I'll add it when cutting it on the fabric. I'm going to add 2 inches all the way down to the hemline. So you can choose to add your allowance when cutting the pattern, but you can also cut your pattern on the fabric and add the allowance. So we have come to the end of the skirt pattern. So guys, if you are new here, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get notified each time I upload a new video. Also give this video a thumbs up and also share with family and friends. Thank you. Now I fold the African fabric into 4, as you can see, because I fold both the back and the front together. I fold it into 2, and the back one too, I fold it into 2, so making 4 pieces. And I added the 2 inches seam allowance all the way down to the hemline. So now I'll mark the hip line. I mark this is the hip line, this is the knee line, and then this is the hem line. I'm going to cut it. When I cut it, I will notch all these parts. So this is the front and the back skirt. I'm going to use this white cotton fabric to cut the lining for the skirt, and I'm going to do this off camera and come and show you that. So I finished cutting the 2 linings for the front and the back. So I'm going to notch it a little bit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take each lining and this is the good side of the skirt, and I'm going to attach this lining. I'm going to attach the lining like so. This is the front the good side facing the good side, and I'm going to pin it like this. Then I'll sew it. I'll do the same to the second part of the skirt, and then after I will fold it just to the wrong side like this. Like so. After stitching it, I'm going to fold it towards the end of the skirt, and this is the down part of the skirt. You see the fabric is showing more, the lining will not be showing at the edge. You see, that's why I left the 3 inches up. After I sew here, I'll stitch here the sides and then turn it from here and then come and show you. I'll do same to the second part of the skirt and come and show you. So guys, after lining it, this is how it looks. See the lining? It's a cotton lining, and then the bottom of the skirt, you see how the fabric show more than the lining, because the lining will not be showing at the edges. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to align the two together. This is the back and this is the front. I'm going to align the both sides together. Then I'm going to take the 2 inches seam allowance. I'm going to take the 2 inches all the way down from both sides. And then I'll come and show you guys how it's come out. I'll finish with the shaping of the skirt. And this is the side opening. And then I folded the 2 inches to pass the rope through. I put a strap of fabric and then I stitch it to put in the waistline. So I'm going to use pin to pass it through. Then I'll come and show you guys the finishing look. So I have come to the end of this skirt tutorial. This is how the inside look, very neat and nice. This is the rope. So guys, if this tutorial has been so helpful to you, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share with family and friends. So see you on my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.